just bring up this, and then this, and then that, and then this, and I am there. Hello, you big, beautiful nerds. My name is Craig, aka In Around Plays, aka Demonic Teapot. And today we are playing a Simic Commander with Ignis Scientia, Scientia, which apparently is the way it's pronounced. I hope. Yes, this Simic deck cares all about the big, stompy creatures. And there's a couple of ways that we can make them big and we can make them stompy. Hello there, y'all. How the bloody hell are you doing on this fine Monday morning? So, Ignis says, when Ignis Scientia enters, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. I've come up with a new recipe. Pay 3 and tap. Exile target card from a graveyard. If a creature card was exiled this way, create a food token. Now, I only use that ability every now and again, especially when I'm playing against mono black. And in practice, this has shut down black a lot, so it's been nice. But we've got lots of landfall triggers and lots of big, beautiful creatures. That's where I love playing, that's where I'm most comfortable, and that's what I've done here. So we've got token generators with Scythecat Swarm, for example. We've got +1/+1 counters with Scythecat Cub. We've got Ride the Shoopuf, the usual sort of rampy goodness. Innkeeper's Talent is also a good +1/+1 counter, making our big creatures cheaper with Fuel Tank Feaster, which helps. Mossborn Hydra, which is hopefully going to get big and stompy. We've got a card to bring something back in something or other. You know me, I'm terrible at remembering which cards I have put in these decks. We've got ways to create food tokens or treasure tokens so we can gain life. We've got ways to make green spells cheaper. So we've got lots of landfall triggers and lots of good bringer lands in. And I've got a bloody fly in this room again. I think it's because I stink. I hope it's not because I stink. Yes. House Meld. That's annoying to deal with. And Imprisoned by the Moon. That's also really annoying for my opponents to deal with. This deck, I seem to have managed to get this deck working really well. And I know that because yesterday I played 10 games and only managed to play 10 games because I was out for most of the day. And I won 10, lost 1. I meant 11 games because I played up to 10 wins. But I only lost 1 game. And that was because I salt conceded because they just killed everything. Could I have won that game? Maybe. But everything I played was killed. Every enchantment I played was killed, destroyed. And it just... annoying. So, yeah. Lots of card draw. I've almost... in one of the games, I almost drew myself out. But... I ended up just getting the hoof and was able just to stompy, smash, which is what I like to do. So that's what we're going to do this time. And yes, you may have just caught wind of a mono blue deck that I've built. I've got to go for like 10-20 minutes. My father wants to play chess with me. Oh, okay. Well, have fun. I hope you win. So Godspeed. Thank you for joining. The deck list is in the description, as always, on YouTube and in the SD on Twitch. So if you want to get the deck, copy it, paste it into Arena. We're playing against Avishkar Raceway, which is against a big stompy green deck. We've got the mana, we've got some +1/+1 counters, we've got some trampling, and we've got a big beast. So yes, we're definitely going to keep this hand. So Avishkar Raceway, which I don't have, which would go well in this deck. Whenever Avishkar Raceway deals combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards from the top of your library. You may put a creature card and or land card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom in a random order. When Avishkar Raceway dies, it becomes a land. So it never truly dies. But if we can house meld it, then hopefully Avishkar will become our Avishkar as an enchantment. We'll see. We're going to see a lot of the same spells in this deck. We're going to be seeing scoots. We're going to be seeing the landfall triggers. We're going to be seeing the counters being put on stuff. That's what mono green is. We're going to be going against lots of big creatures. And do they expect me to be doing the same? Probably not, because it tends to be that unnatural restoration. God, I was trying to think of. It tends to be that this deck is used mostly for graveyard haste. Is whenever I've come across an Ignis deck, that's what it's been used for. So the only problem with it so far is we're not ramping, so we're going to play Ignis next turn, just so we can start doing that bit of ramping. Hopefully we'll get another land. I can sacrifice one of these two to kill the Death Toucher, and then bring it back with Unnatural Restoration, so I could also do that as well. But I think it would be Quarion to give the counters to Bristly Bill, maybe? Okay, let's get Ignis on the board. We're going to fetch a land, so we can make Ignis a bit bigger. Let's grab Fabled Passage so that we can do that next turn. And let's give Ignis a thing, and then we'll attack in. We'll attack in with Quarion, see if we can draw that swap. No, they're not swapping. Okay, that's fine. I may even get rid of Ignis, to be fair, because having that landfall trigger is what I care about more than him being on the battlefield, especially against a deck like this. So, yes, we have that land. So, if I was to play that land and fetch, I would have 5 mana. So I can't play any of the big spells yet anyway. So I'm going to... What I'm going to do is I'm going to play that, and I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on Bristly Bill. Then I'm going to activate this. Big brain here, big brain. And I'm going to do this. And I'm going to put +1/+1 counter on this. Then I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to attack in. For this. And for this. They're going to block with the Death Toucher. Great, that's fine. I'm going to put the counters on Bristly Bill. Big brain smart here. Now Bristly Bill's a big boy. Most green kill spells are you do damage, my creature does damage to your creature. So we've got a nice big blocker. We can bring Quarion back. Ornery's going to make Ojeb bigger at the beginning of combat on each turn. Not big enough, methinks. Also, if I can play Quill Great Plan, that would be good, because that's going to make Bristly Bill even bigger. A 7/6 isn't big enough to deal with. I'm going to attack in with Bristly Bill. $12 damage is a lot. It'd be great to untap it, wouldn't it? They're going to attack in, maybe. But they're going to need those blockers. Nissa, when it enters, you search your library for a basic forest card, reveal it, put it into your hand. Whenever a land you control enters, if you control 7 or more lands, exile Nissa and then return it to the battlefield. They have. Does it end? Did it say end? Whenever a land you control enters, if you control 7 or more lands, exile Nissa and return it to the battlefield. So that's going to become a planeswalker. And they can
contain the blight that
create a
dwells within.
4/4, or do that. Okay.
This is my judgment.
Fanatic of Rhonas is a massive rampy creature, which I don't own. It'd be great to own that. That'd be nice. Anything that dies is going to create a token, so I didn't say that. So for its power, so if we kill Ojer, they're going to create a token that's a 7/6, or if we kill Ornery, it's going to become a 2/2, or so on and so on. But I think if we each opponent sacrifices an enchantment of their choice, and there's nothing I can do about that, so we lose Trample. But I can bring it back and play it again, which means I can't double the counters. I mean, okay. I could do that. It's I should yes. I should have. What I should have done, maybe, was block. Scythecat Cub isn't big enough. Yes. Proliferate, and then I can play that. Draw a card. Would it be a land? That'd be nice. Oh, beautiful. We can play that, we can give you that, and I think that's lethal. I think. Good game! Good game. Simic against Mono Green. Nice. Nice. Yeah, and that is this deck in a nutshell. When you're beating Mono Green, you're doing something right. Because, yeah, I mean, they had loads of land, they had loads of good stuff, and it just wasn't enough. Okay, let's crack on. Yes, I've built a mono blue deck. I know I hate playing against blue. I've never built a mono blue deck before because I don't enjoy shooting stuff off by just countering everything and taking billions of extra turns. That's not what this deck is. It is an artifact deck, which I really like. So that's going to be the next stream. So very hypocritical of me, considering how much we hate blue in this channel. If you're new to the channel, that's what we do here. We hate blue and we play Magic. We're playing against Bruvac, the Grandiloquent, which is a great name. We've got plenty of mana. We've got a little bit of protection. We've got +1/+1 counterer. We've got a landfall, and we've got a big B state. Again, great hand. If an opponent would mill one or more cards, they mill twice that many cards. I hate playing against mill. Am I going to concede? No. Am I going to hopefully see it out and make them cry a little bit? Fingers crossed. We're going to be seeing lots of our good stuff go into the... yeah, it may be that I'm milling even before I can actually do anything. But with Tifa, fingers crossed, Tifa won't die. And I can kill them within a few turns. Or maybe not. I mean, so is this going to be one of these blue decks where they just enchant every single one of my creatures? Because that's going to get really old really fast, if that's the case. This is why I hate playing against blue. So now, every turn, I'm going to be milling 3, then we're going to see Bruvac, and I'm going to be milling 6. Is it double? Yeah. Oh, more, even more. That's good. That's no, that's good. I'm happy with that. Arsehole. Yes, I'll play for the mill deck, but I can still be salty against other mill decks. At least. Yeah, I was going to play Pock, but while we haven't got a land, play, and then I can't have protection, but at least I can protect Ornery Thumblewag if they try and do something with that. Pock, I'll play Pock if we get a land. The creatures we've got here, technically, if they don't mill us out. There goes Primeval Titan. There goes House Meld. Because that would have been great. So we'll play Pop. Yeah, okay, fine. At least we've got green mana so we can play Snakeskin Veil if they try and target it. Okay, that's good. I know I'm going to mill here, but hang on. So it'll put four counters on, and then when we attack, it will become. Then it doubles the counters, doesn't it? So so it'll have 2. So then it'll become a 4, and it starts off as a 2. So it'd be a 7/7. So not enough to kill, and then I'll just be targeting. So yeah, I'm not going to do that next turn. I'm going to put a counter on Mockery's Pock, and I'm not going to attack in because there's no point. We're just going to hold fire now, because we're going to be getting rid of 8 cards just by milling this turn. I mean, the fact that Tifa doesn't... All those good cards. I'm going to play Ignis, because that's going to get me a land, hopefully. And we'll grab Fabled Passage, because that's going to trigger twice. And then we'll get to do that again. And then... So that's going to give me access to 2. So there's nothing I can play, so I'm not going to do that this turn. Then I'm going to do that, and then we're going to give the counter to you, and then we're going to attack, and then we're going to make the counters double on that. Next turn, hopefully Zoprindel. Yeah, I'm so close to... Please, sir, will you stomp some more? Vibus, good morning. I'm thinking about conceding. I'm finding this infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. No, hold that for when Pog's back out. I can't play anything, but I've got some really good stuff. So I'll be milling 4, 5, 6, 12 cards. How many have I got? 55. 12, and then that will come in. It comes in tapped. And then I mill another card, 2 cards. Okay, well, at least Ornery's still a big boy. It's not doing quite much damage to Coral. I mean, look at all this. Look at all of this. That is just useless now. I haven't milled the return permanent card, so that's good. I'm gonna save that. I mean, this is going to come in clutch when this is on the battlefield. 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I do it now? No. Oh, there goes my graveyard with Carol. I bet they're fucking loving this, aren't they? Oh, and there's Crater Hoof Behemoth, so that's, we're not going to see that this turn. Alright. Oh my god, at least the water crystal's not on the field, because holy moly, all that and 4, yeah. I kind of want to get Zoprindel out, but I think Pock is the better play here. So Pock. Then we're going to grab a green. $38 cards. I mean, Pock and Tifa would have been beautiful. There goes Bristly Bill. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I can play a land for turn. I'm going to play that for turn. I'm going to play you. I'm going to play you. I maybe should have saved that until their turn to play green. Mill 2 more cards, 2 more lands. Right, I'm trying to be big brain here. And then I'm not going to do anything else. I'm not going to attack. I'm going to get rid of 14, 15, 16. Are they going to mill me out this turn? They might do, you know. But can I do both? 8, 9, 10. I think I can do it. Good game of kings. Then I'm going to play you. Bigger. They're all going to get trample, and then we're going to put a +1/+1 counter on you, and then we're going in. And I think that's enough. Maybe. Good game. GG. You tried. Speed and power. They tried to mill me out. I mean, I was just chucking away good card after good card after good card. Oh, we won for sure. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, nom 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 nom. Mono blue can die. I don't mean that. I don't mean that. What? Just throwing away all your good stuff. And I know I've built a mill deck, but it wasn't that evil. Excuse me. I mean, yeah. It was a good game. They tried, but Simic, especially this Simic deck, is just too strong. No blue mana, but we can fetch a mana on second turn. We've got some Rampage. We've got some big beasties. I'm going to keep it. I'm risking it for a biscuit. So, yeah, turn 2, we can definitely grab blue. I mean, turn 2, technically, we could play Ignis and hopefully get a blue mana that way. Save the rampant growth for maybe a landfall trigger. That would be nice. And we're playing against Omnath. So if you would lose unspent mana, that mana becomes black. Instead, at the beginning of your first main phase, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card if it has 3 or more coloured mana symbols in its mana cost. If you do, add 3 mana in any combination of its colours and put it in your hand. If you don't reveal it, put it into your hand. Yes, this is going to be an all-colour good stuff. Lots of maybe landfall triggers and token makers. Fiber says, indeed, 'twas the tipping point. It really was. It really was. All because I fed them cheese. Oh dear. What you playing at? Ashaya is great for any landfall deck. Ignis this turn. Get a food. No, because I haven't got any blue mana. Oh no, I do, because I have. Yeah, let's get the let's see what we can do. See what we can fetch. Only green. That's not helpful. But maybe with another mana we could get out here. Or Vorinclex, that'd be great. Do love Vorinclex. Just green staple. Green staple. There's the blue mana. That's awesome sauce. We don't really have any landfall triggers, so I'm going to go Vorinclex. Because I never know when you might pull a Pock. And Pock on the battlefield first. Let's surveil. I only grabbed one. Why did I only grab one? Wait, hang on. Search your library for up to 2 forest cards. GG Omnath. Obviously, they weren't able to get the ramp they needed to be able to play all 5. It was up to 2. Oh. So I clicked and then clicked submit, didn't I? That was on me. That's how I like to play. GG's. Yeah, Omnath against this deck. I think all colour is just too slow. I think you need to be playing... Where this deck fails is the mono black, mono red, and possibly mono blue. Any of the mono colours, really. Because they tend to be... Mono aggro is where this deck tends to fall down, because I need that bit of time setting up phase. Yes, I can be getting my commander out turn 2, and yes, I can be getting these big creatures out pretty quickly, but against mono. Choco, Seeker of Paradise. Whenever they play a land, they're going to get trigger. It's going to get an extra +1/+0, and whenever they attack a bird attacks, they're going to be able to play a land from their library for free, and they're going to be able to play creatures and put that into the battlefield. Champion of Lambolt's great because it's going to put +1/+1 counters whenever a creature enters. Wildwood Scourge is also great because whenever it sees another creature get a +1/+1 counter, like Champion of Lambolt, it's going to get a +1/+1 counter. 4 mana is great. That's going to make everything cheaper, which is also great, but no blue mana, and I'm going to risk it. Choco seems cool until the 5th counter spell hits the stack. Yes. This was the first deck I built on the Final Fantasy set, and you can do pretty mean stuff with it, to be fair. Do I want to get out Wildwood Scourge early? I guess it depends. I really need some blue mana. Thank you. Ask and you shall receive. I don't know if that's a good land to have in this deck. I could just grab a blue and play Wildwood, but no, I think I'm just going to Surveil this turn. We're only dealing with a 1/1. Wash Away. It's the only counter spell we have in this deck, so we're going to keep that on top. They're holding up a counter. Or do they want me to think they're holding up a counter? Or do they have like a Swords to Plowshare? Hello. I'm thinking. Jeez. For real, kind of feel that plagues Rumpy decks. Yeah, I'm not going to play anything. I'm going to hold up the Wash Away. So then they'll be thinking, oh, okay, brilliant, I'm going to play my commander. I don't think so, friends. I don't think so at all. You know what? I'm gonna mute them. Yeah, I don't want to hit your Rumpin. And we'll play Champion of Lambolt. So we can't play Wildwood Scourge next turn because it will die. This turn, sorry, so we'll play that next turn. You know they're going to be able to spring back enchantments from their graveyard. Nice. So I could do one. No. I could do 1, 2, and pay 1. Champion's going to get +1. That means Wildwood Scourge is going to get +1/+1. Then play Ignis. That's going to give Champion +1/+1. That's going to make Wildwood Scourge +1/+1. Then we can play a blue land. And I'm not going to attack in. So we'll end the turn there. I think Goreclaw. Can I just win? Could I win with the Poof? No, I think I'm just going to be patient. Because Goreclaw's going to make it cheap. There's nothing to exile. And then I'm going to attack in with everything. So let's just take that life down a little bit. And then let's see what happens. If we can get that hoof out. Willia, good morning. Thank you ever so much for joining. Good to see you here. We beat a blue mill deck last game, which was lovely. I'm even tighter, big stompy boy. So this is Stomp versus Stomp. I'm going to take quite some damage now. They're going to be able to play a land. but I think Hoof is going to win me the game, which I've never pulled off before. So yes, so I'm going to be taking 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If they decide to attack with everything, they may even get another land from Choco's trigger. So I may be taking 12. I'm not going to block. Could be that they've got a counter spell, maybe. Resolves, that's good. Hold the ticks on prime time is banned. It's not. He's not banned in Brawl. Only in. There's a few of the cards that they said were banned are no longer banned. Have not been banned in Brawl, like Corey's Steel Cutter. The black enchantment makes you discard. Not on Arena. Oh, there you go. So only in real life paper. I'm surprised they didn't do ban that on Arena. Why ban it in real life and then not on Arena? It doesn't make a lot of sense. So that's, how many wins have I got? 4 wins to 4 games. This deck is sweet, and the deck list is on my description on YouTube, on the SD and Twitch, and it's also on my Discord. If you want to come and chat Discord, Vibus gave me the idea on Discord to change out a card for Earth Crystal, so I did that, and it worked really nicely in this deck. So thank you very much, Vibus, for that suggestion. Hopeless Nightmare, that's it. Couldn't think of it. Like, I can't think of most things. There's my prime time. Not a lot of stuff for the first few turns. No ramp, but then I can ramp with Ignis turn 3. But there is lots of ramp. Ah, I've got such good creatures. Right, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm sorry, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. I mean, on standard they are banned. Oh, right, okay. So they're just banned on standard, but not Brawl. Or Commander. Are they banned in Commander as well? In real life. Greedy Keep. It's good. It is. It's nice. Ride the Shoopuf. Gonna get those counters. So hopefully we can make Ignis a little bit bigger. Railway Brawler. Can't do his plot this turn. I didn't even look. Oh, we're playing against the Shrine enchantment deck. So they're going to be able to bring back enchantments from their graveyard. So whenever I kill one of their enchantments, which I may well do at some point, it's okay. I'm just going to bring it back. Hopefully our big stompiness will be able to combat that. And the good thing is Ignis exile stuff graveyard. So anything that we do kill, it's gonna die. It's just gonna die. I want to give Ignis another +1/+1 counter. Then I'm gonna play Railway Verge. Let's get another Stompy to the battlefield, and I'm not going to attack because they won't defend. So if they attack, if they don't kill any of my stuff, this is all dependent on if my stuff survives. Glad that crystal fits. Yes, it really does. It really helped me yesterday in a game. I was like, okay, yeah. I ended up with creatures that were like 60-60 madness and stuff. So I'm going to take 2 damage whenever they play a creature. The Hoof! We've got the Hoof. Oh, that's gorgeous. So we'll play that, and we shall play... Oh, God. Okay, guys, which do I play? Primeval Titan will get me the ramp. But also make my stuff big. Even bigger. I'm going to do prime time. Hoof is secured, yeah. Prime time. So that's going to be a 12-12. I'm going to get 2. So I'll grab one of them and one of them. So then we can trigger them next turn. We'll put a +1/+1 counter on you. And we'll put a +1/+1 counter on you. And then we may as well attack in because we've still got the big boy blocker. These enchantment decks tend to do just the same thing, and I think Hoof next turn, and that we win. I don't think I even need to play anything else. I think we're going to have, unless they kill Prime Time, but Hoof's going to be a 10-10 just by Railway Brawler, and then everything's going to get 4/4. Oh. Yay! Yippee! 5 wins to 0 losses. I think the Hoof would have definitely done it for me next turn. Oh, I really love this deck. I adore it. It's so nice to play with. Even when you lose, when I found, it's still nice because it's just a nice flowy deck to play with. I seem to have got the... I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I think it's possibly one of the best decks I've made. DexGen Gaming TTV, thank you very much for joining on Twitch. I'm also streaming on YouTube. If you fancy checking me out, that's where everybody else is commenting. If you'll see me commenting. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Thank you very much for joining on Twitch. I very much appreciate it. We're playing Brawl and we're playing with Simic. If you just caught the end of that game there. Speaking of Simic, we've unlocked a new Simic vehicle. I don't have many vehicles, so that's good. Let's go, some Brawl. Yes, it's the only thing I play because I bloody love Brawl. I just love it. The fibre of my being. Wife. Kids. Brawl. Man, I haven't touched Magic the Gathering Arena in a good while. I've just re-downloaded it today. Welcome back. Welcome back. The sets you want to be looking out for. Final Fantasy, great set. How long are we talking? A while? Because there's been some great sets. Bloomborough, if you've not played. Do you play in real life Magic? I'm probably teaching you to suck eggs, and for that I'm sorry. I'll shut my gob until you answer my question. Sorry, I get very overexcited. Right, I'm going to keep that because we've got ways to get +1/+1 counters, landfall triggers, Big Beastie, and Ignis. Oh, I play Paper Magic, so I'm caught up. Brilliant. Yeah, I got the feeling that maybe I was teaching you to suck eggs there. Yeah, let's ramp this turn, harden scale for the next turn. Let's get you out for a bit of blue. Where are you from? Yes, the people who are chatting are watching on YouTube. I'm also on Discord if you want to join there. I can't do both. I can't get the trigger from Bristly. Yeah, Bristly Bell, I think. I know I can't play hardened scales this turn, but Bristly Bell and a Shire. Oh, it's nice. I'm going to attack because I don't think they're going to want to get rid of Cloudfin. Cloudfin Raptor is going to get big. Choco, we're playing again. Another Choco deck. I didn't even talk about the commander, so I'm sorry about that. We've got a bit, and then Jace's Cat has joined Twitch stream. We got a little bit more chatters on YouTube if you want to go there. The name of the channel is the same. Oh, thank you. That would give us 4. So, right, okay. Big brain. I'm going to play that for green. Big brain. Well, it breaks Tower because this deck, especially with like the Henjon, can almost draw yourself out. So it's good that we've got that. Let's grab a Another forest. We've got +1/+1 counter on Ignis just to give another bigger creature. More attacking for 5. Oh, yes. A Shire next turn. So we're going to be getting those. And +1 Hydra though. Getting that as big as we can as soon as possible. Be nice to get a fetch land. But a Shire. But +1 Hydra and a Shire is just chef's kiss. Ooh. Well, Florida, but I live in Washington. Welcome from the good old US of A. So they're going to be able to put lands on the battlefield and all lands. Okay, we're taking quite a bit of damage. We've got to wash away. That's not going to help us here. I've got no land to play. So I'm thinking a Shire. Alright, I'm in YouTube. Trigger on the stack. Welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm going to do a Shire because it's going to trigger. We'll put a +1/+1 counter on. Oh. Yes, I think the counters were too strong. That's the 6th win in a row. GG. Choco, GG. Second trigger. Thank you for joining. We've got 12 viewers on YouTube and 1 on Twitch, so thank you ever so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Thank you for commenting and doing all that good stuff. It makes me feel good right in my ball sack, so I appreciate it. Shouldn't have said that. Right, let's crack on. Let's play some more Brawl. So I play Brawl on every stream/video. I stream, and then Jay's convinced me to come over here. Yes, they are amazing. They comment in Discord, they comment on YouTube, they comment on Twitch. So it's, yeah. They are, oh, Roxanne is going to be throwing rocks directly at my face hole. Okay, we've got an unblockable creature that could die to Roxanne. We've got an unable to scream. We've got Tifa. And we've got the Henge. So I'm going to keep this because I can make Roxanne unable to scream, and if we can get a house meld, maybe. So we can protect for a turn. Tifa could die to Roxanne. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I used to play Brawl when I played Magic the Gathering Arena as well, but mainly Historic and Timeless. I had Golos built. Golos, such a great card. I don't own that one. I'm going to risk it. Let's crack on with this game. And we'll surveil first. And green counters will get lots of support on the next set. Yes. Yes, I have seen some spoilers. So I'm also going to be opening the 50 packs. That's the thing today of the release, which I can't even remember when it is. Is it next week? Or is it this week? Tuesday? Something like that. So I'm going to be doing an extra stream on that day. Because we're playing against Roxanne, and we're not going to see Roxanne for a while, I'm going to start with Silent Hall Creeper, just because I can put two +1/+1 plants on it quite early. Urban, my ball Golos in Commander. Yes, Golos, it's so hard. Yes, I think the idea here is to beat them, get the creatures out before we get Roxanne. Make the Silent Hall Creeper bigger. And then we're going to go. Yeah, but that's okay. I think I'm going to have to go with the Unable to Scream. Let's go Tifa. I honestly have high hopes for a good amount of unbans in the future, I can't lie. Yeah, I think there's been lots and lots of talks about the unbuttons, hasn't there, recently? I think I'm going to have to get rid of Questing Beast. Vigilance, taking that damage each turn, is going to be an issue. That's going to enter taps. You know what, I'm just going to attack. Because if they block with Questing Beast, at least I can draw a card. I can't create a copy of a legendary creature because it doesn't say that it's not legendary. So I can't attack with Silent or Creeper now. Crystal is nice. Here comes Roxanne. Tifa's dead. There we go. Get myself life. Protection from red and blue. That's good trick there. That's nice. But I can block Roxanne. No, I can't because they're giving it a +1/+1 counter. I think this is going to be our first loss. Kill Ignis. And I'm going to block and kill Roxanne. Okay, at least they're dead. We're on 17. Let's play. Play a land. Play that. That's going to get a +1/+1 on Ignis. Which means the rocks can't kill it unless they get rid of 2 rocks. We'll get the Evolving Wild. I didn't realise it was not well. Can make green stuff cheaper. I'm going to lose 7 more life here. Okay, so where are we at? I just won Prime Time back in Commander. I'm not going to lie, I think it's good to go. Maybe even Sylvan Primordial. Magic the Gathering has been so power crept in the past few years. Yeah. The card made me fall in love with Magic. Okay. Yeah, I think we've lost this one, guys. The Hoof's not even going to help me this game. Going to take another 7. I think just getting another buffer out maybe. But, I mean, I'm dead next turn. Let's see what card I get. Good old Sophie. But I'm getting behind with the comments, I'm sorry. Agent of but again, I play CDH, so my opinion shouldn't matter that much. I was tickled when Victory came off the list. Yes. Yeah. They can kill, they can block, they survive. Drop land. That's not. There's no triggers for that. I mean, at least I can block the questing beast with hoof. Okay, good game. Yeah, they shut me down. They shut me down. Okay, concede. That's our first loss. So we're at 6 wins to 1 loss. You see, even when you lose, it's still a fun deck to play with. But Roxanne is just awful. So difficult to deal with. Such a good card. Such a good card, especially with this deck. You either do get the smaller creatures, or the bigger creatures. Right, let me just catch up with these comments because I'm getting a bit behind. Hang on. Okay, Agent of Treachery made you fall in love with magic. You evil, evil person. Be right back. Okay, Fiber, see you shortly. I just picked up the alts for Thrasios and Timna from the Final Fantasy set. Pretty happy about that. I've been trying to bling my CDH deck since the start of this year. Almost there. Nice. If you want to join the Discord and post your deck list, I'd love to have a look at it. It's not just Arena, it's all things Magic. So the link on YouTube is live. So yeah, it's although it's in around plays, I want it to be Magic, be the focus, and your guys as well, not just me and my decks, because I just love getting ideas and love talking Magic, and there's a lot that I still don't know, a lot that I'm still learning. I've played Magic paper for 10 years, which sounds like quite a long time, but I only get to see my pod a couple of times, you know, every couple of months. So I don't get to play. So and they taught me, and it's based on their knowledge, and they only get to play as often as I play with them. So it's one of these things where we're just building as we go. I'm waffling. Nico Bolas, Dragon God, Agent of Treachery, Sauron the Dark Lord, and Doom Foretold for me was the peak of fun. I can imagine, actually. 2 mana, some great cards, some +1/+1 counter honors, Wildwood Scourge, some Scutes, and some Grazing. I'm going to keep it because I know there's plenty of ramp, plenty of lands in this deck. There we go. So, what was I going to say? What got me into Magic? The first deck I built was Odric. Odric. Oh, good grief! The white card that gives you access to lots of stuff. If a creature's got first strike, they all have first strike. If a creature's got, you know, death touch. Same is true for flying, lifelink, so on, so on, so on. I think Ignis this turn. Let's ramp a little bit. I don't play Skew until I've got the 6th mana land to play, because I just find that they just get killed too quickly. But unless there's a board wipe, which we're playing against Orzhov, so there's probably plenty of board wipe, which I didn't talk about. Ratterbrick of Brawl. Other zombies you control have vigilance whenever another legendary creature you control dies. Create a token that's not your black creature, except it's not legendary, and it's a 2/2 black zombie. Get in the bin. When you're killing, you know, Shieldred, and then it comes back as a token. But it's okay, because it's only a 2/2. Yeah, whatever. Still hurts me. Hurts my heart. Especially when I draw extra cards, like with Garrick's Uprising and the Henge. Let's play you. Screw it. But Glazing Blade Heart, nice. And let's play 1, 2, 3. Battlefield. And we'll play Battlefield. Awesome sauce. Just setting up. And we'll give Ignis another +1/+1. We're not going to block because of No, not going to block because of Beezer, which is a great card. Most of my decks touch on historic from what I've seen. I started playing Magic when I was 14, ever since Born of Gods released in 2014, so about 10 years now. Oh, it's about the same time. Let's play a skew. It doesn't look like they're going to board wipe anytime soon, which is nice. Let's get a Crazy Blade Heart onto the battlefield, and let's make another skew, and let's gain some life. That's good, and then we can give creatures with +1/+1 counters on it ward. Let's give Glazing Glade Heart some counters and ward. That's going to make Wildwood Scourge bigger. And we're not going to attack. We're just going to sit back. We're just going to sit back. Anything that dies is coming back as a 2/2 zombie. So until we can get the hoof out, which hopefully will be soon, we need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's play you. The keyboard Superman. See, now I would be a little sad to see Mouse go, but if that card hasn't been banned yet, then I think a lot of the cards on the current ban list shouldn't be there. The keyboard Superman. I started playing Magic when I was 14. I read that. Most of my decks touch on historic from what I've seen. I've read that. You got this. Thanks, bro. Thanks. Yeah, no, I think that's important, because then we can do this. And we can put a +1/+1 counter on Ignis. And again, I'm not going to attack in. I'm just going to be super patient. I know we would have got more scutes then, and that would really help with Crater Hoof. But I just want to... I'm just going to sit here. Oh, but then I would have been able to do Hoof next turn. I'm just going to sit here. Wait. No. No, thank you. Are they board wiping? Are they board wiping? No. I think they wanted them as zombie tokens. Or they had all creatures gain indestructible and get a billion each turn. Been playing since Ice Age, so 1995. Oh, okay. Quilled Great Worm is great, but I'm not going to play it. I'm going to instead get rid of... let's get rid of you. And we will grab 3. And we'll just grab 3 greenies. Get them onto the battlefield. That's going to create some scoots. We're going to get lots of life. And we will do that. And we will put a +1/+1 counter on this. And we're not going to attack in. Yes, I want them to sit there and think, what's going on? Let's discard you. Okay. I think... That's fine. That is absolutely fine. Again, this is all fine. I'm not going to die from that, am I? So 10, 13. No blocks. I joined in Tarkir Dragonstone. Tarkir was such a good set. We'll play a greenie just to give more splits and gain some more life. And I think this is going to be GG. Draw that card. +1/+1 counter to you, may as well. And we'll attack in for everything. And that's that done, I think. Maybe a Wrath of the Skies inbound. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Ooh. Ooh. I'm getting killed just by two creatures alone. It's just, yeah. GG! Ratted Rabbit is a scary card, and Hag of Dark Duresses. Well, all of those hags is not great, really, is it? GG, thank you very much. GG's, thank you. Math is for blockers. That is very, very true. Very true. I don't do math. Rarely do math. I've already got that. Not bothered about you. Let's keep going. We're doing well. Thank you to all the new viewers on YouTube. There's quite a few of you now. Thank you to everyone. I've never had this many people chatting. Minus 227. Oh my god. This isn't magic. This is math. Again, I'm going to keep it. Yeah. So, being able to create a... Right, look at the commander. Sorry, I stopped doing that. Calyx, Destiny's Hand. Here's a Planeswalker. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an enchantment card from among them and put that card into your hand. Put the rest onto the bottom of your library in a random order. Exile target creature or enchantment you don't control until target enchantment you control leaves the battlefield. Return all enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's a great Planeswalker. So we're going to... ramp. Mythweaver Puck is great in this deck. Let's grab another green so that we can do that at some point. The question is, do I want to ramp next turn? Yeah, I think that's better. Then next turn, gonna be great to panic this. Just one more. I think pop is the most important here. Getting those dual lands. Ignis won't trigger Puck this turn. If I play Skew, it's not going to trigger this turn, so it will die. So I'm thinking Quirion. That's what I'm thinking. When that Planeswalker comes out, they're going to get rid of Puck. Yeah. I didn't add a lot of Enchantress different. Yeah, whenever you cast an enchantment spell, draw a card. But yeah, once their Planeswalker's out, I don't have a lot of enchantment removal in this deck. I know it's green, but I went for the big stuff. I think they're just going to shut everything down. I think that's what's going to happen here. I think everything I play is going to end up getting. I think my main goal is Scute and then into Ignis and try and get them with majority rather than Scute. Ignis is going to get me another land, which was going to trigger Scute and then trigger Quirion. But I can still play that. So, okay, at least we've got Scute. And then we can also play that. So we're going wide. They're playing with white, so are we going to see a board wipe? Possibly. Maybe. They could kill Quirion. So I'm not going to risk it yet. Yeah, whiteboard sounds good. Yeah, I think that's going to be the way to go here. Yeah, I think it's shutting everything down. Okay, we need another land. Yep, and then they're going to get rid of the skew.
The selfish will be brought to order by my hand.
Yeah.
This will cease your meddling.
Okay. How many tokens do they have? 3. You see, I think they'd want to sacrifice all 3 of them. I'll just be able to play it again. Maybe I should have gone for the face.
My world continues to fray.
I think I'm an idiot. I think they're just going to play it again and then they're going to get rid of boring clicks. Oh, okay.
Foolish mortals have unbalanced our world. I am blessed by Nyx.
Enchantment decks are the worst. I'm going to go for the face this time. Got ways to bring that back. I think.
The stars will light our way.
Dudes, do you think Thrumming Hivepool could be a good commander card for a token deck? Thrumming Hivepool? I don't know. Right, there goes Boring Clicks. Yeah, the wider we go, the better it is. It'd been. Let's put tokens in you, and we'll attack in for this much. And I think I'm just going to stop worrying about their commander and just go for face. They're not going to be able to do that, right? I'm just trying to think. Proliferate.
The patterned future appears before me.
I really can't remember Thrumming Hivepool. We'll is it on Arena? We'll have a look if it's on Arena. Whenever this enchantment. So draw a card. Draw a card. Whenever this creature or another enchantment you control enters, draw a card. For fuck's sake. It's just boring. If you're going to shut somebody down all the time and do nothing but shut them down, what is the point? I say this every stream. If you're playing a deck and your enjoyment comes from making your opponent not have fun, then what's the point in playing? Because it's just not fun to play against when you're just getting shut down. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of one of their creatures. At least then they can't, you know. Let's gain some life. You know, enchantment has Recurral. At least we can double counters on something with Ornery Tumblewag. That's nice. That's very nice.
0% chance I lose.
Unblockable! Wins the day. And that's what you get for just playing a deck that all it's designed to do is kill everything that your opponent plays. GG's. Thank you very much. Sorry for being salty, but that's just my opinion. And I'm going to stick with that opinion because, you know, I'm salty. So that's 8 wins to 1 loss. And I didn't think we were going to make that one, to be fair. This Simic deck is gorgeous to play with. So if you haven't heard me say this or before, I think I've said it like a billion times. The deck list for this deck is in YouTube description and on Twitch on SD and on Discord. Come chat magic, come talk, show us your decks, show us what you're making, show us your stuff. Let us have a good look at things. It's not that kind of Discord, I promise. Okay. I didn't look at that deck. I'm sorry, I forgot. Between this game, we'll have a look at Thrumming Hivepool. If it's on Arena. Okay, we got some ramp. We got some landfall triggers. See, I wasn't sure about whether this was good in a deck, but it's actually played quite well when I've had it on the battlefield. It's just expensive. I'm going to keep it. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. Tifa and ramping is always nice. The problem comes from not having anything else in hand that is going to give us those +1/+1 counters apart from a 6. Oh, is it from the new set? So we'll play. I'm not going to play Ignis this turn. Just so we can trigger Tifa next turn by playing Ignis and the land. That'd be nice. So I'm going to stick with that. I don't know what you're going to get. You might need a. No, maximum hand size. Oh, finish my words. I'd say use your better judgment. Yeah, I guess it's right. Do I set up for? Do I set up for next turn by playing a land and then just playing Primeval Bounty? I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't think it's the right call, but I'm doing it anyway. They're going to kill Tifa. They got one of these damage. I didn't even look at the commander. Again, I'm so sorry. I keep doing that every time. Ashling, Flame Dancer, you don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end. Bye Tifa. I have got ways of maybe being able to bring it back, so that's okay. Are we going to see that spell where they play everything in their deck, all their lands go under that card? Ugh. We play you. can't. Oh, I can. I'm going to take that. And we'll play. Ooh. Possibly. No attacks. But we're nice and wide. If you pull the hoof, you never know. Grazing, Glade Heart, and a land would be nice. They're going to get lots of treasure tokens. Yeah, if you're Slivers, it's like a breeding pit without the upkeep costs. I'm looking forward to Slivers. When I first joined Arena, that was my goal, to build a Slivers deck. And then I saw and learned of Eldrazi. So I then became I shifted to Eldrazi, even though Phyrexian at the time and Lord of the Rings was also my goal, because I love Lord of the Rings. It's one of my favourite things of all time. So yeah, I was so undecided, and that's the problem when you start on Arena. There's so much choice. It's like, well, I want these cards, and I'm being beaten by these decks with these cards, so I need these cards, and it can become a speck of a nightmare to try and combat. Let's play a land. Let's get some life and get more life. I mean, I could attack with Goreclaw and Railway Crawler. They're going to become a 6/6 and a 5/4, and I think no, I'm not going to attack. I'm just going to be a bit patient. I was thinking more on the mono white control deck with tokens. I did spend almost all of my resources on a sliver deck and went 1/9. Oh yeah, yeah, that's how it gets you. Okay. Yeah, they've got so much more card advantage. That's the problem against mono red. So many kill spells. They are definitely going to kill my creatures. There you go, like I say. They don't want to risk me blocking with the Ancient Copper Dragon. That's what they don't want. So I'm about to lose 11 life, which fine. Yeah, I'll take that. I'm not bothered. Maybe you could call Board Wipe Tribal. Yeah, I've never been a board wipe kind of guy. Okay, that's good. Because I can play Ignis and get a trigger, at least. Railway Brawler will come into the battlefield. No blocks. Yeah. Mono red is disgusting to play against. I'd say already that deep, risk it for the biscuit, but I feel it'll be more effective in That's good. That makes that do nothing. That's nice. Whatever survives is going to quite big. So we've now got some nice big creatures. Yeah, I'm sorry I had to play that. 14-14 with trample. Yes, please. We have to survive this turn, which I think is easy enough to do. What do you got? I've got lots of things. Lots. Mono red! Yeah, no match for me for this Simic deck. All is dust is still a colourless threat. All is dust. See, I'm terrible at word names. Word names? Yep, that's a sentence that works. I'm terrible at words and names. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose an online card from it. Exile that card. If the card's mana value is 1 or less, create a 1/1 white and black. I don't have that card. Always good for tokens, I guess. GG, thank you very much. Yes, if you're new to the channel, I have a disability that gives me brain fog and I forget the names of stuff. And then I forget the words of stuff when I'm trying to explain a card that I can't remember the name of. So then I'm trying to remember the word of a card that's in a card that I can't remember the name of. So you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. And I also never finish sentences, which I know it can be really annoying. So yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. But if you've come here to watch a Magic player that knows everything about Magic and knows every card name and is amazing, you've come to the wrong place, because all I'm about is playing Magic, learning new stuff and having fun. And yeah, but you've come to the right place if you've done that. Yes, so I keep getting behind with the comments, so if I miss your comments, I'm really sorry. So breeding pit without the upkeep cost. I did spend almost all my resources on Sliver deck. I read that. Maybe you could call board wipe. Thank you, baby. Maybe you could call a board wipe. Risk it for the biscuit, but I feel it would be more effective in Woodbrook. More slivers to load up. All is dust is still a colourless threat. GG's. GG. GG. Thank you very much. Yes, the reason I may not know about new cards that you're talking about is because I'm staying away from spoilers. Feel free to talk about it. I don't mind. Honestly, I'm not bothered about having spoilers. But for the stream next week, or when the set comes out, is it next week? I don't. It's soon. I know it's soon. But when it comes out, I'm going to do an extra stream where we open, because I'm going to pre-order the 50 packs. So I'm going to be opening the packs then. So go through the cards, see what commanders we can build, and just have some fun. Have a look at all the cards. So I've tried to remain pretty spoiler free. I know a lot of the cards that are coming out. Just so it's a bit more fun reading these cards and trying to figure them out. Okay, so we've got Delighted Halfling, which is going to stop counters, but we're playing against red-black. Alicia is going to be bringing stuff back from the graveyard, but the beautiful thing about Ignis is we can be exiling the stuff in their graveyard. I think they're going to be able to kill Delighted Halfling, no doubt. By the way, are you going to pre-release? I'm going on the 25th. No, it's either I go spend the money, the limited money that I have on Paper Magic, or pay it on Arena. And for me, because I play Arena so much more than Paper Magic, I'm just gonna use that budget for Arena. As much as I'd love to go to a pre-release event, I've never been to one. I would love to go. Still on the fence on getting 50 packs or not. The pass I already have bought. Yeah, so I get paid on Wednesday. So I'm going to pre-order the Mastery Pass, which is a must if you're new to Arena or you're coming back. Mastery Pass is so worth the money. You get draft tokens, you get all sorts of good stuff. So highly recommend it. What was I going to say? Highly recommend it. But the 50 packs, I just think it's well worth it, because one, it's going to give you access to another commander. In my opinion, it's going to give you access to the Tezzeret commander, which again I haven't looked at. I tried to remain spoiler-free, just so I can get a nice look at. And that's going to be my first stream when I come to stream after the Saturday. Let's get a blue. What do you do? Sacrifice this creature's target opponent reveals their hand. You choose an unknown card. Okay, let's get rid of it. Let's. I think. I think I'm going to unable to. Sorry, my brain went. Do I unable to scream Pilfering Imp? Maybe I should have done that. But we've only got 2 mana. But then if they like do it and get rid of something really cool, I'd be really upset. So some things about the 50 packs, and you get a discount when you pre-order the Mastery too. Exactly. So it's well worth the money, I think. Plus, if it's a game you're playing all the time, and the way I try and look at it is, it's a game you play every day. Well, I do. It's a game that is free, so I don't have to keep pumping money to it if I don't want to. So paying the Mastery Pass every few months, this is the first time I've pre-ordered anything else other than the Mastery Pass. It's worth the money per year. If you look at how much entertainment it gives you and what it does for you, I'm getting to build, I'm getting to meet you guys, because obviously I didn't know you guys. It's because of this game and because of streaming, so that fills my balls with juice. And then yes, I can do that. Play that. So that's good. And then okay. So we'll play a land for turn. We'll do that. And we'll play another land for turn. I think they're going to sacrifice this. Which is why I'm thinking, if they sacrifice that, then Unable to Scream is gone. Whereas if I just do Unable to Scream, but also if I pull something else... No, so my PC wasn't part... sorry, and you get discounted pre-order the Mastery Pass if you... Nice. If my PC wasn't part Jet at the moment, I'd be all over that. Yeah, it's really good fun. I play on the mobile. It's difficult on mobile. I've got a tablet which, when I'm not sat at the PC, because I'm just think it's going to get discarded if I don't. May as well. So if I pull something else and I don't want to play it, at least I know it's not at risk, unless they play Duress or something. And then let's give stuff with +1/+1 counters on it ward, I think. So at least that's protecting. And we'll put a +1/+1 counter on you. And I think, yeah, why not? Let's make them big beefy boys. They can't block Silent Hall Creeper, which is good. We can make it into a copy of Delighted Halfling, which I don't want to do. Ow, sorry. I was hitting the desk, I'm a fidgeter. They're killing Ignis, which again is fine with me, to be honest. I just get to do this trigger again. So I'm going to put... I'm just going to make it a bit bigger. Why not? That's what she said. We've got ramping. I can draw a card next turn with Silent Hall Creeper, which then I can use to... Oh no, it won't make Ignis bigger because that'll be after combat. Alicia, they're going to be able to get bigger and put Creature Spell back onto the battlefield. But Ignis is going to make them have to get rid of that. So yeah, I can see why they wanted to sacrifice the get rid of Ignis and play that card. It is going to hurt them. So I foresee Ignis, yeah, becoming an issue for them if they can't kill it. Alright, let's... I mean, I should have maybe waited for Unable to Scream, but if I could get House Mode... Oh, that would be beautiful. That would be really nice. The need for a cell phone rises. Yeah, the screen is very, very small, so it's difficult to... it is difficult to see everything and... So if they attack... you know what? I don't need to draw a card. If they attack with Alicia, I'm going to block with Silent Hole Creeper. Unless I have a spell that does 5 damage, or a kill spell, something like that. Like a Murder Wordle. Well, Thibus, if you were able to stream, I would watch. 100%. No, thank you. I see what you're trying to do. I see it. That's so they can bring back that card. That makes sense. But is it damage or when they attack? If you attack, oh, if you attack. That though. May as well, eh? May as well, and we will get rid of and we'll put a +1/+1 counter on you. And we'll attack him for 9. Blocked. And we'll draw a card. Yes, that gets rid of our... nice. No land though. They could sacrifice it, and then Scoot's gone into the bin. Yes. Yes, bemused stalemate. I don't know what it is about Twitch that these accounts, I'm assuming they're bot accounts, so cheaper viewers, come and watch this elsewhere. Oh, you know, what stream here when you get lots of viewers. Where the rest of viewers are. Go away. Stop commenting that rubbish. I'm not interested. So they can bring back the... big guy. They could also get rid of Scoot. They don't know what I've got in my hand, obviously. If they had another kill spell, they've got a token, so they can pay the ward cost. I mean, the hoof would be nice, wouldn't it? That would be very nice right now. I think Ignis is not long for this world. Told ya. Of course they're going to pay the 1. Of course. But can I do both Scoot Swarm and Ignis this turn? No, I'll take 3. So that means something a bit bigger comes back. Go for an imp. cutie boy. I bet they wish they'd done that now. And let's put one of you down. And we'll get and we'll put a +1/+1 counter on Ignis. And we may as well attack in, because why not? If they attack with Alicia, then at least I can kill it with Ignis, unless they kill Ignis again. But are they going to want that landfall trigger? Probably not. Another life, 2 life, because it's whenever a creature dies, not just mine. And they gain 2 life. Yes, they can bring it back, but I mean a hoof. Come on, hoof. Everybody, if you could cross everything you have for a hoof, that would be amazing. Come on, you've got this. You can do it. You can do it. Heart of the cards. Bring the hoof. Bring the hoof. Thank you to everyone that is joined. Come on, hoof. Everybody, cross it. Cross everything you have. Your toes, your fingers, your genitals. Just cross it. Cross it all. Now what do you bring back? Blood Artist again? Maybe? Hoof, come on. Heart of the cards. Hoof, 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 hoof. Have they got another kill spell, board wipe? I mean, I think I'd be happy with a land. Okay, that would have been nice. That would have been very nice. Entish Restoration. Oh, that would have been gorgeous. Doesn't help me here. But what I can do is get rid of you. And let's play you. I don't have any lands to play. But I can give myself some life. And let's make an tutorial Scythecat a creature, and we're not going to attack with anything. I'm just going to sit here. They can't attack with Alicia. Anything they attack with dies, and I'm going to keep exile. I'm just going to start, unless they're killing this, I'm just going to start exiling the stuff. Yes, they can ramp with Entish, but yeah. I mean, it may be that we see Laughing Jasper Flint or something like that if they want to do some more stealing. Yeah, I think they've got a kill spell. They've only got some. Okay, we're both now down to the heart of the cards. I mean, Rakdos is such a good colour combination. Okay. Yeah. One of them is going in the bin because I'm going to be exiling one each turn. Maybe I need an untapping source. No artifacts to destroy. They can create all the treasure tokens they want, but nothing to play. But at least we got some more skewed. So we're going to do this, and we're going to get rid of... Oh, they no longer have creatures. And it is just creatures, isn't it? So, okay, that's good. Yeah, we're going nice and wide. Nice and wide. Territorial Scythecat with trample. Attack in. They have to defend with something. I'll save Ignis back, and then they defend. Then I get rid of it. GG! If you have space, gems, or coins, you should enter the special quick draft. It's super fun. Oh, is that the Omniscience one? Omniscience. Omniscience. I have neither gold nor thingy because I'm such a and easy to draft too. Because I'm such a fool. I purchased some a alt art card from the store because I fell in love with it. I don't know, it's a terrible waste of gold. I know it, you know it. I know you know I know it. I'm sorry, I just couldn't help it. I've been desperately trying to save my gold until the next set, but I've just not been able to do it. Pronounced omniscience. I know. I think every time I say it, you guys tell me how it's pronounced, and then I still get it wrong. Okay. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. We've got a way to proliferate. We've got a landfall trigger for +1/+1 counters. Vorinclex with counters. Chef Kiss. And we've got a fetch land. Okay, yeah, let's keep. So, Scythecat, and we're playing against a Orzhov deck again. Lurus, it's going to be lifelinky deck, so they're going to have exiling creatures, exiling spells. They're going to have lifelink, life gain. They're going to have destroying stuff because it's Orzhov, so board wipes. Are things going to survive? Possibly not, but we'll find out. Oh my god, this is a perfect hand. Yeah, it really is. It really I think, you may not agree here, but I think Scythecat Cub into Ignis, because then that's going to get me another land. We'll grab the Relic Retire. Wait, what? Wait, what? Right, what am I missing? Why didn't the +1/+1 counts get put on? Whenever a land you control and spot +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, if this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, double the number of +1/+1 counters. What? Oh god, such good cards. Right. I don't understand. All should be 2 drops or less. So it only puts +1/+1 counters on a 2-drop. It did work. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's grab another land. We'll grab a green this time, I think. On it. Well, I did that in the wrong bloody order. I'm an idiot. And I can't attack because that Death Touch. Their commander checks for CMC of 2 or less. Companion each once during each of your turns, you may cast the permanent control of 2 or less from your graveyard. Each permanent card in your starting deck has mana value 2 or less. Right. Okay. No blocks, unfortunately. I'm thinking Kodama. I'm not going to attack with Evolution Sage because they could double block. Oh, you dick. I forgot that would do that. Yeah, but I think they would... How dull. But it's still going to trigger, but they could sacrifice it. Oh, okay. I think I'm not pulling any lands, so I'm going to go Gorklaw. Without a land. Yeah, that Fanbearer is going to become a right knobhead. Because I can't then exile stuff from their graveyard. But that's okay. Fine, fine, whatever. I don't care. Nothing to proliferate other than Ignis. Probably should have done that in the right order. Damn it. I'm going to play it. Obviously I'm not going to attack because I don't want to lose any of them. Chorus of the Dream Den and Sleep Card, which is going to mean that they can tap one of my creatures. Again, I'm not that bothered about that in a minute, I think. I've got no way to. You know what? I'm going to attack with these two. One of them's going to die, but the other one is going to get even bigger. Yeah, I thought that might happen, but that's okay. Because we can start... I mean, Gorklaw is going to become a 9/8. We can double the amount of tokens if they don't get it. Oh, it's back again. Great. I'm going to exile that because them tapping me is really doing me in. So I'm going to tap that and get rid of Sleep the Dark. You're just doing my head in, mate. Okay. That didn't work, did it? So Bristly Billy's going to become a big chunkus. So which one are they going to tap? Because they're dead next turn unless they kill every creature. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? That's what I thought. Yeah. So, excuse me. 11 wins to 1 loss. I told you this deck is a beast. Is an absolute beast. And I know, GG's, thank you very much. I know, as well as you know, that I've been quite lucky with, you know, starting hands and stuff. Squirrel Druid. Don't think I have that. That's always good. It's always nice to get a squirrel. Squirrel! Yeah. Yeah, I've been lucky. I accept that. I do accept that. But yeah, big stomps indeed. I've got time for one more game of the day, and then I need to then edit the video for tomorrow, which is Saturday's stream, where we had the power cut midway through. That was not fun. Okay, Genova, great deck. Oh, I'm gonna lose. You watch me lose the first game of the stream. You just wait. It's gonna happen. I feel it. I feel it. But we've got a really good hand, so I'm gonna keep it. We've got some ramp. We've got some land producers. We've got some lifelink and draw carding. That sentence made no sense, but you know. Genova is a mutant. It's going to make its other creatures mutants and put +1/+1 counters on other creatures where the +1/+1 counters are equal to Genova's power. So lots of ramping, lots of +1/+1ing. It's going to be nice. But so is this deck. And I think, excuse me, we've got a real good start here. I wanted to go Territorial Scythecat because I can make him a Chunkus next turn by playing Ignis. No. Another great card. Okay. I'm really rumbling. I'm starving. Okay, so Command Tower is always a great thing to have. I'm going to make Territorial Scythecat big. That's what she said. Again, Territorial Sidequest even bigger. I'm just going to attack in. Why not? It's got trample. You should be faster in Simic. Yeah, hopefully. It's just the killing of everything, which I've found these decks do. Board wipes and killing. Okay, so one of them is going to become get a +1/+1 counter, so I won't be able to block. Okay. Drawing. Loot's going to become a 2/5, which is going to help them. But no blocks. I'm fine. I'll take it. I'm going to pock into land. Even here. Then we can play this. We can play this to do
Stay
that.
close. I got
Do
this.
that. I'm going to
Follow
get
me,
rid
Pop-Pop
of
John.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so I can play Zoprindel next turn. I'm going to get rid of a land because we're doing okay for land. I know it's going to make Territorial Sidecat even bigger. But we've got a big blocker.
Your secrets will
So
be
unless
mine.
Genova gets a counter this turn, Luke's going to become... Oh, okay. Nice card. Great card in this deck. Scythecat Cub. So they have a +1/+1 giver. Deck's going to get 2 counters. So Genova's going to get 2 counters and be able to give 3 counters to another creature, which may well be Loot, could be Scythecat. So they've got some good blockers. Will they want to get rid of Kato? Okay, we'll do that.
Let's surprise him.
Discard a card. We'll play that to grab a I don't know, green, doesn't matter, and I think we're there. And then we'll do that, do that, and we'll grab a green. And I think we're there. And I'm attacking in with Unblockable 20. GG, Genova. We were quicker than you. Sometimes it's not good to be really quick and only last a few minutes. But other times, it's what you do with it that counts. And that's my tip of the day. Sometimes it's okay to be quick. It's what you do with it. Right. Okay. this was really good deck. I'm really pleased with it. If you want access to it, like every video and stream, it's in the description on GG's, thank you very much. It's in the description on YouTube, on the SD on Twitch, and it's also on Discord, which is live. So come and join, come and chat Magic, show me your decks, I'll show you mine, and we'll chat Magic, all things Magic. Doesn't have to be Arena, just all things Magic in general. So here is the deck. Thank you ever so much for joining. Thank you for watching. Thank you to everyone for commenting. And just thank you for being here, because it genuinely does mean an awful lot. Sorry, I should have been looking at you while I was saying that, but I was getting the button ready, because here comes the awkward bit, which I say every time, where I have to then press the buttons, where you watch me pressing the buttons. So thank you ever so much, and until the next time, which will be Wednesday, I love you all. Bye, 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 bye.